Chosen ones, these people who came up against you really didn't know who you was. You know what I'm saying? And that just comes along with the territory because a lot of y'all, not only do you not look like what you've been through, but for a lot of y'all, a lot of people don't know who you are in the spirit, and they don't know who protects you and backs you in the spirit. So when people come up against you in the ways that they do and do you for dirt, they work with other people trying to slowly, you know what I'm saying, defeat you, conquer you, control you, block you off from certain things. People will go very hard and go the distance because whatever is on you is not on them. There's a lot of characteristics and traits that you have that's invested within you. Things that are aligned for you that are not aligned for these people. And unfortunately, you have some people who will do you for dirt who don't even know you. People will try to do you for dirt because of associations, because of affiliations, because of relationships or friendships that you was once in. The thing is, when you're on this path, nobody tells you how to handle, opposition or resistance or betrayals, especially when you get it from every end. And it's almost like anybody who has a bone to pick with you, has bad dealings with you for whatever the reason. You don't even have to do nothing to these people, or people don't have to have a reason. You know what I'm saying? Envy doesn't have to have a reason. Jealousy doesn't have to have a reason, but merely just conquering and overcoming these people to feel the way that they do, to come against you the way that they have. So when they do you for dirt, they don't understand the repercussions and the backlash, the backfire, that will occur in their life. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't know you. Initially, when somebody come across you or see you, they don't take you for somebody who's a warrior or somebody who's strong or somebody who can really handle everything that comes your way. You're able to be in this rebuilding phase where you can put yourself back together, rejuvenate yourself, restore yourself. And this is what I'm saying. When people do you for dirt and then life do them in, it makes it so hard for you to have sympathy for these people. Because where was the sympathy when people were out here doing what they were doing, and in the back of their mind, as long as it was affecting you, they were celebrating. As long as they were getting up people to go on this smear campaign and defeat you and work with them against you, and everybody wants to work against you, they were celebrating. As long as they felt like they were blocking you off from something, that you would never be able to step into something or have something or be afforded a certain lifestyle or have people treat you a certain way, they were celebrating. See, it's the things that people celebrate that now they're in regret of. Because you don't sit up here and celebrate somebody's demise when you sat up here and you orchestrated it. So I keep telling you, when people do you for dirt again and want to destroy you and cause your demise, when life do them in, it makes it hard for people to show them any kind of sympathy. And when life do them in is when people now all of a sudden, especially if they went this far to do you in like this, they're not going to come back and apologize to you. They're not going to come back. What they'll do is they'll just sit back, like I say, and be in regret, because it's like now they're thinking of ways and plotting of ways to get back in your energy and get back in your life, because they realize, whatever they're going through and whatever stage or phase they're in their life, you bring good energy. You was a good friend. You would be somebody to give them good advice. You wouldn't take from them. You wouldn't do people the way they did you. This is why I tell you, people have to heal. You got a lot of unhealed, unmotivated, low vibrational beings out here that are very susceptible to demonic energy. And I keep telling you, if people don't have a reason, and there is no other reason but their darkness, right, is irritated of your light. Their demons is irritated of your angels that surround you, that protects you. This is why I tell you, you have to stick to God. You already was marked and destined to receive what you're going to receive because of what you've been through. You got to ask yourself, why did I go through so much if I'm not backed by God? If I don't have his light surrounded around me? If there's not anything positive within me? So when you ask yourself that, you know why you're being attacked. You know why you're being targeted. You know why people will go the distance. You know why people will sit up here and pray against you fast to ensure that whatever spell work or negative energy they send in your way will stick to you. Why they will watch you and every spiritual checkpoint that you're about to cross and try to cross you up and trip you up. But I keep telling you, and people trying to prove that you fake, that you a fraud, and that you phony, it's the mere fact that people are doing things to you that they wouldn't do to the next man. You ain't the first, you ain't the last, you ain't the only. But people got a bone to pick with you and want to single you out of the group. This got everything to do with envy and jealousy. If it ain't got nothing to do with that, some people just do things because they feel like they can. They see you, and outside of that man, and outside of that woman, outside of that job, outside of that money, outside of that lifestyle, outside of that destiny and that purpose, whatever people's reasons for being jealous of you, when they come across you, it's like, outside of that, they competing with who you are and who they will never be. I'll say it again. They're competing with who you are and who they will never be. At the end of the day, baby, if God has something for you and only you know what he has in store for you, and he knew that you was going to go through this, you got to best believe, know that he's going to help you fight through it and get through it. And this is going to completely be eradicated and cleared out of your life, out of your field, off of you, off of your children. People can't keep doing people for dirt and doing people in and doing evil and sitting back celebrating it, because to celebrate it means they feel like they're holding you back from something so that they could be above you, so that they could be better than you, so that they can be perceived as the better option. Whatever people's case is, and them trying to go up against you and demote you, all they ended up doing was promoting you. And them ended up delaying you. All they did was usher you and thrust you further into what it is that you're meant to receive. And now it's going to be double, triple portion because of everything that they caused to you and how you handled it. And people trying to laying out the red carpet for you. They got to get other people to tell these lies on you. They got to sit up here and come up against you, get a conglomerate of people to sit up here and tell these egregious lies and commit these heinous acts against you for no just reason. And it's like you just out here being yourself. So I keep telling you, when people set things up because they got a bone to pick with you and they want to do you for dirt, and they think that everybody else is going to be on this agenda and have the same mindset, when people come across you and they see you for who you truly are, people got a choice. And unfortunately, that choice, even if they don't lock in with you and be your friend, people can see the good in you. People can see you for who you are. And it's in that moment that they realize why these other people are trying to do you for dirt, and why these other people want you to be treated a certain type of way that is undeserving to you. But that's how they've been treated all their life. So they want you to be treated the same way. I keep telling you, if they don't get something, you can't have it. If it's not meant for them and they can't have no success in it, they sitting up here want to sabotage you. This has to completely end and come to an abrupt, immediate ending, indefinitely and permanently. Because at the end of the day, you are clearly being targeted and attacked for who you are, the light that's surrounded around you, and the purpose and the destiny that God orchestrated you and destined for you to be on. This is your path, this is your journey, this is your purpose. He can't just give you something that he know you're going to be attacked for and then sit up there and leave you to the wolves, so then just savaged you and you not reach these goals, these checkpoints that you need to reach. That comes along with this path that he orchestrated and predestined for you to be on. So I keep telling you, everything happens for a reason, baby. These delays was for a reason. The trials and tribulations that you went through was for a reason. The bullying, the rejection on every end, every person, everything. You couldn't do nothing right. You was perceived to be the most unlikable, dishonest, goofy person there ever was. That's how people wanted. It was a humiliation ritual. It was to destroy you, set to discourage you. But these illusions have to clear. And I keep telling you, when everything clears and goes away, some of these people may not even make it to 2026. And if they do, they know to leave you alone. This not going to keep happening. You understand what I'm saying? They better pick somebody else to mess with. And so, and them keep going up against you. It's in that moment that they vet you. Because God will use your enemies to elevate you and prosper you, right? When they do you wrong, you thought that whatever you was originally destined to receive, that maybe they took from you or blocked you off from having. When you overcome these trials and these tribulations that they set out for you, and you overcome it, you got to understand something. You weren't supposed to make it out. You weren't supposed to be alive. You weren't supposed to be in your right mind. You were supposed to be still out here speaking and being encouraged and motivated. It's in that moment that they see you when you still standing and the smoke clears, that, okay, God must be using them. If God is using them, God must be protecting them as well. You get what I'm saying? So, in them trying to say that you fake, you a fraud, you a false prophet. You a liar, you a deceiver, you a manipulator. All these different things that people want to say against you. All they ended up doing was laying out the red carpet for you and making you more popular, making you more famous, giving you, setting you up for more blessings. You understand what I'm saying? This is your portion, and that's what you're destined to receive. It doesn't matter who sat up here and came up against you. You know the reasons why they came up against you, and you also know what you need to do to move forward. You also know that even if you do nothing, God is going to do it for you, because you did all of the legwork when you sat up here and you fought to overcome that poverty. You fought and kicked your way to overcome defeat, opposition, ridicule, shame, adversity, rejection, this pestilence that was surrounded around you. People was out here trying to crush you, trying to make you give up and to surrender your power. No one goes this hard, baby, if you're not meant for something. No one is out here trying to fast and pray against you, use scripture against you, get groups against you, pay these different people to do this against you, lie on you to get other people not to like you, so that when these people not like you, now there's more enemies that's on your path that's out here trying to curse you, block you, always have you in an up and down fluctuation in your life. It is at some point, baby, like I said, as many people that go up against you, as many is gonna get laid out. And then you eventually, you have to move forward and get to where God needs you to be. So when you understand that, you already know what time it is, and you know not to give up. Because if they going this hard to try to make you tap out, make their ass tap in and realize who you truly are. That they came up against the wrong person. That you ain't going down without a fight, baby. If you got to fight till you die, you're prepared for that. Okay? This is what you're built and made for. This is why God picked you. He trusted you. He knew without a shadow of a doubt that you wasn't going to give up and you wasn't going to tap out like he felt most people would. I keep telling you, it's not saying that God favors you over other people. You know what I'm saying? God has many messengers. He has many chosen ones. Okay? But he also know them few that don't play the damn radio. He also know the people that be on the money. He know the people that he can choose to align with certain paths and certain journeys that most people would not be able to take, baby. A lot of people would not be able to overcome being in isolation like that, being rejected like that, going through losses like that. I keep trying to tell you, yeah, y'all look at it now like, okay, dang, I really did that. I really made it through that. But that ain't something that was an easy feat. And not only do you realize that, your enemies do too. So stay prayed up and be blessed.